Okay, complex video, my first one. So congratulations on making me do this. I appreciate it. So I'm going to show you a complex setup for some shoulder pain. The person that I'm making this for is having some issues. Woke up suddenly after a game of sports where most likely scenario reaching back off and created a situation where later in that evening there was a lot of pain and difficulty getting the arm up. Through diagnosis, there's a couple muscles of the rotator cuff that are creating some dysfunction. So we're gonna try to number one, decrease some inflammation, activate some muscles to try to get some more motion and function out of this area for this person. So complex, always want to use the two pads hooked to a wire in a line, and you want to try. You're going to want to use it on the same muscle. So for this particular problem, infraspinatus, we're going to look for that ridge on the shoulder blade. Okay. What we're going to do from there is we're going to affect the muscle belly for that muscle. So we're going to go just a little bit below it, and we're going to form kind of a straight line all the way through there. So get someone in your family or a friend, if you can't reach back here, to put it back. So boom, just on the inside ridge of that outer part of the shoulder blade, and just a little bit below that oversighted ridge. And then I'm just going to create a second line with that first one. I like to hit that junction just a little bit before the armpit, just a little bit before the junction where a number of muscles come together, hitting that infraspinatus once again. So, muscle number one. Muscle number two, well, not necessarily a muscle per se, but more of a complex of muscles. But I like to affect this area for this one. We're going to place, so just you got that, usually that bony crown on the top of the arm. I'm going to just go about 1 inch down from there directly, and then I'm going to put one more down that line towards the bicep. So there we go. There's a setup for it. So I don't know what kind of complex you have. This is just the edge. I like to, for this one, do endurance is going to be the lowest setting on mine, so that's what I'm doing for this setup. I like to bring the picture up to the shoulders, taking the warm-up off, and I'm going to go up to a level of 2 to start with. So from there, I'll start with the first one. It's the front one. So I'm going to start to notice some fasciculations, some pulsing. You see that? And then there's a rest pulse. There. And then I'm going to start to affect the second muscle structure on the back, which I'll show you there. And this is all to tolerance. Obviously you want some activation, but it should be tolerable. And as you notice, hitting these two, I get a little bit of external rotation, so my shoulder's going back. So see, and there it's going dead. So then it hits again, the arm goes forward, and it packs a little backwards. And then it's going to drop in a second. There it goes. So you can provide a little resistance backwards. And once again, this should be tolerable. If it's not, stop it immediately. Maybe go down on the setting. Maybe even go to a lesser of the intensities with the complex. But there we go. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a reply back. Thanks.